Hello guys, in today's video we're going to check out the top 5 cameras for photography in the market for this year. I made this list based on my personal opinion and I tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability and more. To see the price and find out more information about these photography cameras, you can check out the description below. Also make sure you subscribe to stay up to date with the latest technology reviews. Okay, so let's get started with the video. At number 5, it's the Nikon D5600. The Nikon D5600 is a budget-oriented entry-level DSLR camera that packs many interesting features and fluid performance. So, let's quickly get into the action and find out what makes this so special. In terms of design, the D5600 uses the classic standard construction of the D5000 lineup, which looks elegant and eye-catching. To begin with, the D5600 uses the X-Speed 4-image processor with a native sensitivity range running from ISO 100 to 25600, which means that it should be quite comfortable shooting in a range of lighting conditions. Also, the D5600 boasts an impressive 24.2 megapixel DX format CMOS sensor, which will give you an enjoyable shooting experience and deliver realistic pictures with accurate colors. Additionally, the optical viewfinder provides coverage of 95% of the frame, which is pretty standard on an entry-level DSLR camera. So for some essential shots, you may want to double-check the composition on the rear display to guarantee that nothing unwanted has crept into the extreme edges of the frame. Speaking of the display, there's the same 3.2-inch vari-angled touchscreen display with a 1.3 million dot resolution, although its operation has been improved. Accordingly, now it offers the same frame advance bar that you have probably seen on both the D5 and D500 to speed up toggling through images, as well as a crop function for use during playback. The D5600 isn't overly reliant on the rear screen if you favour more tactile controls. There's a programmable function button on the front of the camera that your left thumb can easily press when your left hand is cupping the lens, which when used in combination with a command dial can be used to quickly set ISO as the default option, although other functions can be allocated if you prefer. There's also a dedicated drive mode button just under the lens release, which can toggle between the camera's single and consecutive shooting modes, as well as the self-timer. Moreover, both single and continuous AF modes are fast and solid, locking on with ease to static subjects, while the AF tracking modes on offer work well for moving subjects, although you don't get the more advanced custom settings found higher up the Nikon range. To conclude, if you're looking for a budget-oriented camera that looks and performs premium, then this could be your ideal choice. At number 4, it's the Canon EOS 5DS-R. The Canon EOS 5DS-R is a uniquely built DSLR camera that features an all-new ultra-high resolution 50.6 megapixel CMOS sensor, along with dual Digic 6 processors. Design-wise, the EOS 5DS-R is large, bulky and heavy, which means it's meant for professional photographers for professional jobs. With a deep, sure grip and fantastic construction, the Canon 5DS-R feels like it's the most durable camera you've gotten your hands onto. It has magnesium alloy shell and is fully weather sealed, and if you match it with a weather sealed lens, it's ready to shoot in just about any condition you can think of. Moving on, as is expected of a camera at this price range, the Canon 5DS-R has a bright, clear pentaprism viewfinder that covers 100% of the field of view, which is excellent. Additionally, you can choose how much extra information is fed through the viewfinder as well. Grid lines and electronic level and all the basic shooting parameters can be placed here, and the 0.71 times magnification makes sure there's enough room for it not to appear a cramped mess. To be more specific, the 5DS-R probably has the most information-rich OVF that you've seen. To continue, quality-wise, the rear display is very good, though offering 1.0 focus to suit whatever environment the Canon 5DS-R finds itself in. Furthermore, the autofocus system has a total of 60 to whatever environment the Canon 5DS-R finds itself in. Furthermore, the autofocus system has a total of 61 points, 41 of which are cross-tight, while it uses the same 150,000 pixel RGB and IR metering system as the EOS 7D2 with a scene detection system. In addition, the metering system also has an anti-flicker function for shooting under sodium vapor lights, So, as you can see, you'll be well equipped with everything indeed. Moreover, the 5DSR can shoot continuously at 5 FPS. Video-wise, the 5DSR supports 1080 by 30p recording, though it lacks clean HDMI output and a headphone jack. Nonetheless, I don't think that'll be an issue for anyone. Overall, if you're looking for a DSLR camera that comes at a reasonable price, then this could be your answer. At number 3, it's the Fujifilm X-T100. The Fujifilm X-T100 is the brand's least expensive X-series camera to include an electronic viewfinder. It's also an entry-level mirrorless camera that packs many interesting features that may elevate your experience to a whole new level. In terms of design, the X-T100 boasts an anodized aluminium top cover in a choice of dark silver, black and champagne gold finishes. The X-T100 boasts a 24.2 megapixel APS-C CMOS sensor with a more standard Bayer array, as opposed to the sole X-Trans design highlighted in Fujifilm's more advanced cameras like the X-T20. Additionally, this means that the camera is fitted to shoot at a pretty broad ISO range from 100 to 51,200, although if you want to shoot RAW, you're restricted to the X-T100's native range of ISO 200 to 12,800. The X-T100 can also shoot 4K video, while it also sports a 4K burst shooting mode that can capture 8 megapixel images in a burst at 15 FPS, which in my opinion is great since not many other competitors offer 4K at this price range. To continue, as mentioned earlier, the X-T100 boasts a built-in electronic viewfinder, EVF, with a 0.39-inch display featuring a decent 2.36 million dot resolution and a similarly decent 0.62 times magnification. So, as you can see, you'll be well equipped with everything needed. In addition to the EVF, the X-T100 boasts a very clever rear display that delivers an even greater range of movement than the higher-end competitors. This makes the screen able to be tilted away from the body for either waist level or elevated shooting, while it can also be pulled outwards for those who fancy shooting selfies. Moreover, the X-T100 features a capable 91-point phase detection system that offers a variety of focus patterns, which include wide or tracking, Zone AF and single point AF modes. If you set the X-T100 to wide or tracking mode, all you need to do is point and shoot, as this will allow the camera to decide what to focus on, whereas Zone AF is a bit more specific, telling the camera roughly where your subject is. To conclude, the X-T100 is definitely a must-have, as it delivers more than the price would convey. So don't hesitate to purchase it, because you won't regret your decision. At number 2, it's the Fujifilm X-T3. The Fujifilm X-T3 is a high-end mirrorless camera with a 26 megapixel APS-C size sensor, embedded phase detect autofocus, 4K video at up to 60p, and with 10-bit internal recording, a large detailed electronic viewfinder and tilting touchscreen, all packed into a compact, retro-styled body. From a design perspective, at first sight, the X-T3 shares the same classic styling as the earlier X-T2, but inherits the X-H1's higher resolution viewfinder, gains a touchscreen, includes a headphone jack, and slightly boosts the thickness and size of the control dials and buttons. In terms of processing, the X-T3 inherits the Eterna film simulation of the X-H1, but now adds new monochrome adjustment and color chrome options. Additionally, the sensor now supports 4K at up to 60p, even more impressively with 10-bit recording at 60p, now available internally direct to the SD card. It also shoots at 11 FPS with a mechanical shutter without the need for the optional booster grip, or at 20 FPS with the electronic shutter, or up to 30 FPS with the electronic shutter and a 1.25 times crop, all with continuous autofocus. To continue, the X-T3 inherits the screen mechanism of the X-T2, which permits the screen to angle up, down and sideways, albeit not forwards to face the subject for vlogging or selfies. Here you can see the conventional part of the mechanism, allowing a vertical tilt up by 90 degrees or down by around 45 degrees. In addition, push a button on the left side of the screen and you can angle it out sideways, allowing you to more efficiently produce at high angles or low angles in the portrait orientation. It's a unique mechanism which literally covers most angles in one motion while also remaining central to the lens axis. Moreover, a new feature on the X-T3 is the Sports Finder mode, which captures a smaller 1.25 times cropped region but lets you view the entire frame so you can see when a subject is approaching the active cropped area. Overall, if you're looking for something similar, then the X-T3 is definitely the right answer. And at number 1, it's the Nikon Z7. The Nikon Z7 may not be the prettiest camera, and it's certainly not the cheapest, but it's a high-end piece of tech with the most premium features out there, and it makes a great debut in the Z system. With excellent image quality, great videos, lovely handling, and a wonderful EVF, together with much appreciated support for F-mount optics, Nikon has made its way to the top with the Z7. The Nikon Z7 boasts an impressive 45.7 MP pixel count, and both sensors have a backside illuminated design to improve light capture, together with no anti-aliasing filter for better detail capture. The sensor in the Nikon Z7, however, is opposed, which contains 493 phase detect AF pixels to help with focusing. There's also a new lens mount, which currently affirms 3 native lenses, but as the manufacturer claims, it'll be more in the following years. Additionally, the flange depth measures just 16mm, and the diameter of the lens mount is a wide 55mm, which bodes well for high-quality lenses with wide gaps. To be more specific, images from the Nikon Z7 are output at a maximum resolution of 8256 by 5504 and manage to weigh around 17 to 31 megabytes, depending on what it is you're capturing, the ISO setting, and so on. One of the most important changes between the Nikon Z7 and the DSLR relatives is that vibration reduction, which is located inside the camera rather than in the lens. This system is said to be effective for up to 5 stops and can work over 5 axes: roll, pitch, yaw, and X and Y shift. Furthermore, the Nikon Z7's 4K video recording is submitted only in the 4K UHD 3840x2160 flavor rather than in both DCI 4K and UHD 4K, and footage can be captured at 30, 25 and 24p. However, 4K recording is sustained by Full HD recording to a maximum 120 or 100p, which can sequentially be output 5 times and 4 times slower. Last but not least, the Nikon Z7's autofocus system can be alternated between single and continuous focus options when capturing images, and you can choose full-time AF when capturing movies. You can also set the Z7 to predictive focus tracking should you want to maintain a lock on the subject. To conclude, if you're looking for a high-end camera that can level up your working experience and deliver you fluid performance with premium features, then this is your best pick.